Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
We have completed different types of respiration and the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. We have discussed in detail. And you know that as a result of respiration, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic respiration, what is a common product that is released, which is necessary for us to carry out our day-to-day activities? What is that? Why respiration is done? Anybody?
And oxygen
Ma'am,
to
break.
oxygen in and
Oxygen will be given out by respiration.
in oxygen will given out in and carbon
Tell
dioxide
me
will out.
first, what is the for what purpose we are carrying out respiration? What is
To
being
break
released?
down,
Yes,
to break down group
what is released?
carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
For that only, for getting carbon dioxide only, respiration is being carried out. Swati, what is the answer?
Utilize.
For breathing. Pyroic.
Hmm?
Pyroic.
No, children, you are not getting my question. As a result of respiration, when respiration is completed, what is being released, which help you to carry out your day-to-day activities?
Energy.
Energy. Energy. Okay. Whether it is aerobic or anaerobic respiration, energy is being released. And what happens to this energy? Energy, what we immediately require, will be used up. Rest of the energy is used for synthesizing some special molecules. You call them as ATP molecules. Class 9, you have learned about ATP molecules when we learned about mitochondria. Mitochondria are known as the
Powerhouse.
dash of the cell, powerhouses of the cell. And within the mitochondria, what is being released? What is being produced?
ATP.
P molecules.
Energy is being produced in the form of ATP molecules. So the energy produced as a result of respiration or by breaking down this glucose is used for synthesizing ATP molecules. And these ATP molecules, we call them as energy currencies. Why do you call them energy currency? So normal currency, what is the role or why do we have or why should we have the normal currencies? 10 rupee, 100 rupee currencies. Why do we have?
To buy something.
When you need to buy something, you will give this, you will spend it, and you will get the desired products. Similarly, ATP is known as the energy currency. Whenever your body needs energy, this ATP molecule will break down and release energy. So we call it as the energy currency of the cell. And using the energy released by breaking down ATP, different endothermic reactions in our body are taking place. In chemistry, you might have learned about endothermic and exothermic reactions. Endothermic means if the reaction has to take place, energy should be supplied, energy should be provided. Endothermic means heat energy should be supplied for the reaction to take place. Exothermic releases energy, heat energy. So it is used, the energy obtained by breaking down ATP molecules are used for carrying out endothermic reactions, the different reactions in a body that requires energy. So with the help of the energy released by breaking down ATP molecules, different reactions will be taking place in your body. I'll show you the slide. Adenosine triphosphate, that is expansion of ATP, ATP or adenosine triphosphate. The energy released during cellular respiration is used for synthesizing ATP molecule. And ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. Why do you call ATP as the energy currency of the cell? Because the energy released by breaking down ATP is used for carrying out different endothermic reactions in our cell. So once again, the energy that is released as a result of respiration is used for synthesizing ATP molecules. And we call ATP is the energy currency. Why? Why you call it as the energy currency? Because the energy released by breaking down ATP is used for carrying out the endothermic reactions in our cell. Okay, got it? They have already learned this one. Some students, they have already heard this, already learned it. Hope others also have understood. So why do you call ATP as the energy currency? Because the energy released by the breaking down of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is used for carrying out different endothermic reactions taking place in our body. So you don't have to learn the structure of ATP molecule, but I've shown the picture. Adenosine plus adenosine is a nitrogen. Yes, it's a nitrogen base. You don't have to learn the three parts of ATP are adenosine, which is a nitrogen base, ribose, it's a sugar, and then three phosphate molecules. 1, 2, 3. That is why the name triphosphate, adenosine triphosphate. Okay. Adenosine is formed by the combination of adenine and ribose. Adenine is a nitrogen base, ribose is sugar. When these two combine, we get adenosine. Then three phosphate molecules, adenosine triphosphate. Adenine is a nitrogen base. Upon combining with the ribose, it forms adenosine. It combines with triphosphate and they form adenosine triphosphate molecule. So once again, I'll repeat the points. The energy released during cellular respiration is used for synthesizing what molecules? ATP molecules. An ATP molecule you call as the energy currency. Why do you call it as the energy currency? Because the energy released by the breaking down of ATP molecules are used for are used for carrying out different endothermic reactions taking place within the cell. Now we are moving on to the next topic, respiration in plants. So we have already completed the introduction of respiration. Now we need to learn about the respiration taking place in plants and animals, including man. Let's begin with respiration in plants. Children, we have nostrils through where the air enters, well-developed respiratory system we have. But in plants, it's not like that. How do plants respire? Through which openings air enters the plant?
Tomato pores.
Stomata. They have minute pores. You call these pores as stomata. And the process by which the exchange of gases takes place is known as diffusion. The gaseous exchange takes place in plants by diffusion. The process is known as diffusion and it takes place through stomata. What is diffusion? Children, what is diffusion?
Movement of air from a high concentrated area to lower concentrated area.
Movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration, that is known as diffusion. So in plants, it takes place by diffusion through stomata. And children, in between the plant cells, so many spaces are there. And these spaces you call as intercellular spaces. Intercellular means the spaces in between the cells. Why they should have intercellular spaces? These intercellular spaces ensure that all cells of the plant are in contact with the air, which will help in better exchange of gases. And the direction of diffusion depends on two factors. And I told you it's by diffusion that the exchange of gases is taking place. And what decides diffusion, direction of diffusion? One is environmental conditions and second one, the requirements of the plant. So depending upon the plant requirements, and the conditions of the environment, direction of diffusion can change. Children, I will repeat the points. Here you need to learn about 3 points. You have to learn 3 points. One is the process by which a diffusion is taking place and through where it is happening. So the exchange of gases or respiration is happening in plants through diffusion, by means of diffusion through stomata. Okay, that is about the first point. And next, why the plant cells should have spaces in between. We call them as inter, means in between. Plant cells are having space in between. Why they should have these spaces? And this is to ensure that all cells are in contact with air. Okay, in order to ensure that all cells are in contact with air, what speciality the plant cells have? The plant cells have spaces in between. What do you call those spaces? Intercellular spaces. Why intercellular spaces should be there? In order to ensure that all the plant cells are in contact with air. And next, direction of diffusion. You know, it is by means of diffusion, the gases are exchanged. And what decides the direction of diffusion? One is environmental conditions, and second one, requirements of the plant. Is that clear, children?
Ma'am, I was not there because my network is gone. Your current one. I am using now Geo.
Now, I had been repeating this minimum 3 times. By now, you
No,
might
ma'am. Ma'am, I was gone. My network was not there. Your current is gone. Old current is gone that way.
But you had learned last day, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Fizan. Ah.
Yes, ma'am. I said I was not there.
Okay, okay. Now, children, let's see what is happening in plants during the night time. Okay? During night time, will there be photosynthesis?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No. So during night time, no photosynthesis and only respiration. That is why it is written no photosynthesis takes place, but carbon dioxide elimination is the major activity. By which process carbon dioxide is eliminated? Which is the
You-
process? Which is the process for eliminating carbon dioxide?
Ma'am,
Diffusion.
major
By which process?
Photosynthesis.
photosynthesis no.
One at a time. You answer you hear my question clearly and answer. By which process carbon dioxide is getting eliminated from the body of plant or animal? Atulya,
Ma'am.
wait. Louder.
Diffusion.
So my question is, which process? Already exchange of gases are taking place. By diffusion, gases can go in and out. But which is the process for removing this carbon dioxide? How do you remove the carbon dioxide from your body? Which process? Now also you are carrying out that,
Respiration.
yes, respiration. So during night, no photosynthesis. So carbon dioxide elimination is the major activity. That means only respiration is taking place at night. But during daytime, this is about plants. During daytime, will there be photosynthesis?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Photosynthesis will be taking place, and as a result, oxygen will be released. And carbon dioxide generated during respiration will be used for photosynthesis. So during the daytime, photosynthesis taking place. And as a result of photosynthesis, what is being released? Oxygen. And carbon dioxide will be generated by respiration, and that carbon dioxide will be used by the plants for respiration. So once again, children, I will repeat it, especially for C, students of C, night time. Okay, night time, no photosynthesis. Only respiration. Okay, that is why it is said carbon dioxide elimination is a major activity that is taking place through respiration. Okay, now coming to daytime. Daytime, listen carefully. Daytime, photosynthesis is taking place. Okay, and as a result, what is released, children? Along with glucose, what is being released?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Okay. Now, not only photosynthesis during the daytime, plants do respire. Respiration is also taking place. And for respiration, what they need? They will take oxygen and they will give out carbon dioxide. But we often say that plants give out oxygen. They don't release carbon dioxide during daytime. And it is always so refreshing to sit amongst trees or plants during the daytime because they keep on giving fresh air. Now you might be thinking, what happens to the carbon dioxide they have breathed out? Okay, but as a result of respiration, the carbon dioxide produced will not be given out. Instead, what happens to that carbon dioxide? What happens to that carbon dioxide, children? Anybody?
Generated carbon dioxide will be
What happens to this carbon dioxide produced as a result of respiration? Is it released outside?
Used for photosynthesis.
It will be used for photosynthesis. And as a result of photosynthesis, oxygen is released. So some amount it will be using for its own respiration. Remaining only, it will be released out. I don't know whether you have followed thoroughly. I'll repeat it again. Children, I'll repeat the same thing again.
ma'am.
Those who haven't understood, listen carefully. So we started with respiration in plants. And I told you respiration in plants is taking place through which process? Which process?
Diffusion.
Diffusion. Through?
Stomata.
Stomata. It takes place by means of diffusion through stomata. And I told that in order to ensure that all plant cells are in contact with the air, in between the plant cells, what are present?
Charge.
Intercellular space. So some gaps are there. And the last point we learned under that was the direction of diffusion depends on two factors. Who will tell me, Shania, which are the two factors that decides the direction of diffusion?
The requirement and the environmental condition of plant.
Environmental conditions means what? Conditions of the environment, surroundings, and the requirements of the plant, depending upon what plants need, what the plants are running short of, which gas is deficient, which gas they need. So depending upon the requirements of the plant and the environmental conditions, the direction of diffusion can change. Okay. After completing that, we learned what is happening in plants during the daytime and nighttime. This can be a little confusing, so listen carefully. During the night, no photosynthesis, but respiration will be there. Clear? During night, no photosynthesis, but respiration definitely takes place because just like, see, can you imagine a few seconds, at least a few seconds without respiring? How long you can hold your nose, close your nose and hold it? We can't for a long time because we need air. We have to breathe. We breathe throughout 24 into 7. We cannot stop breathing. Similarly, plants also breathe always. Okay. During nighttime, no photosynthesis, but respiration takes place. Just like any other organism, while respiring, plants take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Don't misunderstand that. Plants take in carbon dioxide for breathing and give out oxygen when they breathe. It's not like that. Respiration means it is same for plants and animals. So nighttime, No no photosynthesis, but they respire. They breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, just like other animals. That is why it is said that we should not sleep under the tree at night, or we should not keep too many indoor plants in our bedroom, because bedroom is the place where we sleep. If there are so many plants, indoor plants kept in the bedroom, what happens? They will also take a share of the oxygen from the room. So nighttime plants do not carry out photosynthesis. They respire. They take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide, just like any other organism. This much is clear? Yes. But during the daytime, they respire and they carry out photosynthesis. Both are taking place. Nighttime, no photosynthesis, but respiration is there. Why no photosynthesis at night? No sunlight. In the absence of sunlight, photosynthesis cannot take place. Clear? But during the daytime, photosynthesis will take place and also respiration. So now let's see how it is happening, how these two processes are complementing each other. During photosynthesis, plants need carbon dioxide. Am I right? And they give out. During photosynthesis, opposite of respiration is happening. They take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
for respiration, they need oxygen. So what they do is some amount of oxygen which they produce as a result of photosynthesis, they will retain for respiring, and remaining only they give it out. Okay. And upon breathing, plants also produce carbon dioxide, but they are not releasing it out. Why they are not releasing it out? Because they use it as a raw material for carrying out
Photosynthesis.
photosynthesis. Did you get it? Have you
Yes.
understood, Isha? Yes. So many messages. My voice is breaking. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
So that is about respiration taking place in plants. Now, if you see the case of animals, different animals have different organs for respiration. Next, what we need to learn is about respiration taking place in animals. Only that is about respiration in plants. And in animals, are all the animals having the same type of respiratory organs?
No, ma'am.
No. Different animals have different respiratory organs. If you take the case of fishes, what do you call the respiratory organs in them?
Fins.
Huh?
Gills.
Frog is got lungs and skin to respire. Earthworm respires through its skin. Insects have spiracles or tracheal system. Then human beings have lungs. Spiders have book lungs. So different animals have different respiratory organs to carry out the function of respiration. So we'll be learning about respiration carried out in different organisms, and in detail you will be learning about respiratory system in human beings. So far we have completed the types of respiration, then the differences, the differences and similarities between the two types of respiration in plants. Any doubt? Any doubt?
That's in the one point is the energy released during the cellular respiration is immediately used to synthesize ATP molecule. Synthesize means synthesize ATP molecule.
Synthesizing ATP molecule.
He's asking what that means.
Energy which is released as a result of cellular respiration is used for making molecules known as ATP. And ATP molecules, they are energy currencies, or we call it as the energy currency of the cell, because energy will get stored in these ATP molecules, and when the cell requires ATP molecule or energy, this ATP molecule will break down and energy will be released. Just like we have currency with us, as and when you need to buy something, you spend it and get the things. Similarly, ATP molecules will be spent and energy will be released and the activities will be done. Devasena, Shania, Aaron, Jesslyn, Dominic, Sriram. Dominic. Okay. So we will have a recap. Otherwise, Shweta, otherwise I will think that you people are just yawning. You're not following anything. So I should be, I should feel that you have understood. Only then I can proceed to the next topic. So tell me, why do you call ATP molecules as the energy currency of the cell? Isham, why do you call ATP molecule as the energy currency of the cell?
Ma'am, energy released during cellular respiration is connected in the ATP mode.
But why do you call it as energy currency?
Ma'am.
Wait, Fizan.
Ah.
The energy present in ATP is used for what? Energy released by breaking down ATP is used for what?
Carry out endothermic.
Carrying out different reactions, endothermic reactions within the cell. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Or no? Okay. Then we learned about respiration taking place in plants. So one by one, you tell the points that we learned. Ashik, first point about respiration in plants.
And
Next.
gaseous exchange takes place in plants by diffusion
Through diffusion
through
or by diffusion
stomata.
through stomata. Okay. So next point, Adulya.
Large intercellular spaces in between plant cells.
Ensure that
all the cells are in contact.
air.
With
Okay.
air.
Eva, next point. Eva, next point. Eva, where are you sitting? Green light over there.
Ma'am, my room.
Ah, your room. Very good. Mickey Mouse. Who is that? Tom. Tom and Jerry.
Jerry.
Okay. Okay, tell me the answer. What are the two factors that decide the direction of diffusion?
The environmental condition and the requirements of the plants.
You are referring somewhere and saying?
No, ma'am, notice down.
Okay, I can see only up to your nose. Okay. So she told that direction of diffusion depends on environmental conditions and also the requirements of the plant. Then we learned that at night, certain changes are taking place in plant and during the daytime too. Sriram, tell me what happens in plants at night? What are the main reactions taking place?
The plants will
Night.
plants will give out carbon dioxide.
By means of
Respiration.
respiration. Then what is not there? Which process is not taking place?
Photosynthesis is not taking.
Photosynthesis will not take place at night, and carbon dioxide elimination is the major activity, or as a result of respiration, carbon dioxide will be eliminated, and that is the main activity, no photosynthesis. And during the daytime, Gauri, during the daytime, Karthik, Gauri, during the daytime, what are the changes happening?
Oxygen is released out.
Oxygen is released as a result of
Carbon dioxide is used for
I didn't
respiration and
understand.
photosynthesis.
Then oxygen is
Carbon
released by means of
respiration.
New method. By respiration, can oxygen be released here?
No, ma'am.
Then which process?
Diffusion.
Which process?
Diffusion.
We were discussing about two main processes. During the daytime, which all processes will take place? Tell me. Daytime.
Carbon dioxide is used for respiration.
Gauri, relax. Tell me the name of the processes. So at night, he told me a particular process will not take place, only respiration. Similarly, during the daytime, what all processes are taking place? I'm not asking you from the textbook or from the notes I gave. What are the processes? We discussed about two processes. Which are the two processes?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis and 24/7. Which process going on?
Ma'am.
Respiration, yes. So during night time, only respiration, no photosynthesis. During daytime, are these two processes taking place or only one
Both are taking place.
taking place? So oxygen is released as a result of
Photosynthesis.
photosynthesis. By respiration, they cannot release oxygen. No living things release oxygen as a result of respiration. So then about carbon dioxide, what can you say? Carbon dioxide will be produced as a result of
Respiration, and it is used for
it is used for
photosynthesis.
that's it. Now you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. During the daytime, oxygen is released as a result of photosynthesis, and some oxygen they retain for its respiration, and carbon dioxide is which is produced as a result of respiration will be used for carrying out photosynthesis. So understand the meaning and learn. Okay. Now we'll proceed to the next topic. Anybody is having doubt, you can stop me in between. Okay. If something is not understood, you may tell me. Just a minute. Animals have evolved different organs for taking in oxygen from the environment and for giving out carbon dioxide. Different organisms have different organs for taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. For example, frogs have lungs, fishes have gills, insects have tracheal system, earthworms have skin, and even in case of frogs can respire both through their skin. When they are in water, they breathe through skin, and when they are on land, they breathe through lungs. We'll start with aquatic animals. One common example for an aquatic animal is fish. They use the oxygen which is dissolved in water because they are living in water. So they have no other option. They use the oxygen which is dissolved in water, whereas we respire oxygen from the atmosphere. Terrestrial animals, animals living on land, they take in oxygen from the air, from the atmospheric air. But aquatic animals use the oxygen dissolved in water. The rate of breathing in aquatic animals is faster than in terrestrial animals. Means aquatic animals breathe faster. Terrestrial animals breathe slowly than aquatic animals. The reason is amount of oxygen dissolved in water is less. So they have to breathe faster to get enough oxygen. And atmospheric air has got more amount of oxygen when compared to water. It's very, very important. Okay. It can be asked as a reasoning question. Why the rate of breathing in a fish is faster than that in man? Or why the rate of breathing in aquatic animals is faster than in terrestrial animals? Okay, the reason is aquatic animals, they breathe in oxygen dissolved in water, whereas terrestrial animals breathe in atmospheric oxygen. And aquatic animals, they have to breathe faster because the amount of oxygen is, yes, wait, let me complete. The amount of oxygen dissolved in water is very less when compared to the amount of oxygen present in atmospheric air. And I'll show you once again. Just a minute. Here I'll see in air and water. So here more oxygen, here less oxygen. And this oxygen is dissolved in water. So they have to breathe faster. So aquatic animals need faster breathing. Only then they can get in sufficient amount of oxygen. Okay. Atmospheric air, more amount of oxygen. In water, less amount of dissolved oxygen. So aquatic animals, only if they breathe faster, they'll get sufficient amount of oxygen. Fishes take oxygen through their mouth, force it past the gills, where the dissolved oxygen will be taken up by the blood. I'll repeat it again. The method of breathing that takes place in fishes. See, in case of fishes, as you can see, along with water, oxygen will be entering its mouth. And from the mouth, these are the gills. Okay, these are red color structure, these are gills. So then it passes through the gills. And gills are richly supplied with blood vessels. So that blood will absorb the oxygen which is dissolved in water. Once again, fishes, they take in oxygen. Water enters, they are aquatic animals. The dissolved oxygen will enter along with water into their mouth, and from the mouth, it will be passing through the gills, and when it reaches the gills, the oxygen will be absorbed by the blood. I'll repeat the point again. We were discussing about aquatic animals, respiration in aquatic animals, and I told you aquatic animals, they take in the oxygen which is dissolved in water, whereas in the atmosphere it is not like that. It's free oxygen, but in the water it is in the dissolved state. And the amount of oxygen, dissolved oxygen present in water is less than that found in the atmospheric air. So since the amount of oxygen present in water is less, they have to breathe faster. Only then they will get sufficient amount of oxygen. So if it is asked, why do fishes breathe faster than human beings? What is the reason? Fish is an aquatic animal. It takes in the oxygen dissolved in water. The oxygen dissolved in water is very less when compared to atmospheric air. Hence, they breathe faster to get enough amount of oxygen. And in case of fishes, when water is entering through its mouth, as you saw in the picture, water is entering through the mouth. This water contains dissolved oxygen. From the mouth, water will go to the gill, and gills are provided with blood or blood vessels. So there the oxygen will be absorbed by the blood, and blood will take it to all parts of the body. Clear? Anybody wants me to repeat? Feeling sleepy? Yes?
Ma'am,
Ah.
fishes are
Fishes? Continue. Rizan? Anybody else is having doubt? Aaron Jose. Devasena, Jesslyn, Eva, Alicia, Sriram, your videos are off. Aaron is regularly turning his video off. Not only one class. I'm not teasing it. Majority of the classes. Aaron, please do respond. Send me a message at least. This is what happens when the videos are off. We don't know what is happening on the other side. How do we communicate? How do we interact? How do we know that you have understood? I'm noticing some of them, they are keeping on their video on throughout. I appreciate them. But there are some of them, immediately when I share the screen, they turn it off. And there are some in between, they are thinking the teacher won't notice in between if I turn off. But I'm noticing everything.
Ma'am.
Okay. I know those who are in between turning it off. Aaron, this is not the first day, child. Almost all the days I'm seeing this. If it was one day, I will not ask this. Okay, Elsa, what do you know about the breathing or respiration in fishes, in aquatic animals?
Aquatic animals take in oxygen faster than
They breathe in the oxygen.
in air. They breathe in the oxygen that is dissolved in water.
Yes, they breathe the oxygen that is dissolved in water. Why they should breathe faster, Said? Said, why aquatic animals are breathing faster than terrestrial animals?
Ma'am.
Said. Said Sadiq? Why do they breathe faster than aquatic animals? Breathing rate is more. Why?
Ma'am.
Navneet?
Ma'am, I know.
Navneet.
Ma'am.
What is the reason, Navneet? Why do they breathe faster?
Ma'am, dissolved oxygen in water
Ah.
is less than present.
Very good. Very good. The amount of dissolved oxygen in water is less compared to atmospheric air. So they have to breathe faster. Fizan, you want to repeat the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell. Your connectivity has got some problem. Okay. Yes. Okay, no problem. When your connectivity gets back normal, I will ask you. Okay. So hope you all have understood. And how is the respiration taking place? One more point we learned, no, Jerlin, what was that? Water enters through the
Water enters to the mouth,
from mouth where it goes?
to their gills.
Gills. And in the gills, what will happen?
Now can hear.
Okay, Fizan, later. I'll give you a chance later. Yes. Jerlin, continue.
In the gills, there is blood and the oxygen will be dissolved.
The gills are richly supplied with blood vessels. So when the oxygen reaches, when the dissolved oxygen reaches the gills, the blood present in these gills will absorb it and it will be transported to all parts of the body. Clear? Any doubts, Sania?
Ma'am, can you show,
I can hear you, dear.
ma'am,
Yes.
can you show that? I want to take a screenshot. Can you show that slide? The
Which
rate
one,
of
child?
breathing aquatic.
Which one? Which one?
The rate of breathing in aquatic. That
Last slide.
ma'am, I'm writing chat box.
This one? Izan, is this one? Izan, you want this one? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, now okay. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And children, are you
Yes,
learning your
yeah.
daily lessons? Are you learning your daily lessons? Yes or no? Shweta?
Yes.
Yes, everyone. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you on a daily basis. You should learn. Okay? Clear?
Ma'am, the slide
Otherwise,
is
towards
not visible for me.
trouble. Yes, Fisan. How can I help you?
Sorry, ma'am. Slide
Me
is not
saying
visible for me.
the slide
Not
is not
seeing.
visible.
Fisan, first of all, I'm not able to hear you clearly. When you requested, I showed the slide again. Now also,
Ma'am, he had network problem, so I think he couldn't see that.
no problem. I can send him a screenshot if he wants. Okay, I think again the connectivity is gone. Fizan is not there. I'll speak to him later. Maybe he will message me. Okay. Okay. Fizan, that one screenshot I will send you. Okay. Now it's time to wind up the class. Not to worry. I'll send you the picture. Is that okay, Fizan? Again, I think he has got
Okay,
some clear connectivity issues. Okay, thank you, children. Learn your daily lessons. Don't forget to do that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Tomorrow,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
next day also, listen, next day also, you will have biology. So after reviewing the today's portion only, I'll start with next day's portions. Okay, so do learn and come. Thank you.